It's not about trying to be right. Common human flaw is always trying to find a blame. Blame somebody else for it because then I can sit back like the dependent child and reap the benefit of everything being prepared for me and let the adults take care of it. See, so, people want to be respected as an independent thinker, mover, and doer, but don't want the task of the responsibility. Now, we got to overcome that. We all must, nobody's to blame. We are in the condition that we're in because, this is as far as we made it. We're always in a position to make progress. The youngest human is learning everything as far as we've made it as a total collective. So, no, it's not about pointing the finger. It's about recognizing what needs to be done and then doing it. But if you harbor, feelings that you missed out as a child and you feel like somebody owes you, you may be a foot dragger. You may be a procrastinator because you think something's owed and due to you that you haven't received yet. You walk around with a chip on your shoulder as though the world owes you something. And that's it. Now, what happens is when we get past that, we apply the emotional growth and maturity. See, the growth happens during the changes. That's why 70% of our personal growth is going to come from making mistakes and owning them. This also teaches us by experience, which is actually going through something, in which case you can grow through something. When we know together, we grow together. Okay, so, groups, you got families out here, tribes, not being supportive of each other. You may have individual successes that pop up here and there, but it was by no means of a supportive collective effort. Things like that. So if you want to start having results that haven't been had, you got to start doing the efforts and energies and things that haven't been done, And it's not always a negative light. Now, you can see the world and view the world as negative or positive. It's a switch, okay? It's a switch. Either the cup is half empty or it's half full. It's 6 one way or half a dozen the other. It is what it is. So, if you've been getting what you've been getting this whole time, then maybe you should hit the switch and start doing what you haven't been doing, And I mean this with the utmost sincerity, not talking any negativity or destructive. Anything you do in this world is going to be for your survival. Correct? So, with all the people in the world, everybody has basic human rights. And when you move from the point of respecting everyone's basic human rights, there comes a point where you don't cross the line because you know what it means when somebody impedes upon you or encroaches on your personal space. So it's just about having that balance, that fine balance, And we continuously grow by engagement, and the more engagement is needed.